Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolate.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
50, plant. 25 to Mike. Let him know. Let go.
On first down, Winters. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
X3. 218, chop.
On second down now, Winters. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Got it. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. 80 weapons. Delta.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go. 10 over.
Mike, check.
They'll run on 1st down. Rich. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded at the 33. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now.
Mike, 56, right?
Hey, echo.
56. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Mike, 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his tight end, Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Winters. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Right, 54. Here it comes. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Almost 10 yards on the play.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
On first down, Winters. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 50, plant.
Check 56.
Hey!
56.
Five.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Watch it, sneak him.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Here we go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now a give, right side. Winters. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
53 is the mic.
You. Let go.
They'll run on first down. Rich. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get him, boy.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a give, right side. Rich. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
We're going 25 to Mike. Watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Mays, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 8. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Touchdown, Texans.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Switch. 56 to Mike.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded just inside the 20. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
53 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Go.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Rich. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A solid stiff arm. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. 2nd and 9 now. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
First down, Indianapolis.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Foxtrot.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Second and long. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now third down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Mays. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's second and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Kill, turn up.
Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mike.
Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll set up a throw, and this one's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it and making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Rock it.
Safety's creeping. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Winters. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Rich trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go now. 60 or. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Nice, sweetheart.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
X3, 218, chopper. Big trip.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yes. Tighten up. Get down.
On first down, Winters. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his man on the out route. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Ready. 10 logo. You draw quarter. Shoot. Go. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Winters. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
High 7. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Winters, he stiff arms him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Come on, D.
Hey, orbit.
56 to Mike.
Say go.
Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
56, Mike.
Down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try the left side. Rich. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and long. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, exit.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Charlie!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Check. Watch twist. Watch
roll out.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer.
35, Colts 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. High throw, but the catch is made. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 20.
Hey, echo. Steve Griffin.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Texans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.